Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And as you can see, for the first time in a while, I'm on my own behind the table. I know, it's strange, isn't it? Got so used to having guests and, meeting new guests as well. So thank you to all our guests over the last 8 weeks. That's it, it's 8 weeks, 2 months since I've done a me on my own behind the table show. So yeah, thank you to all our guests. It was lovely to meet some of you for the first time on BMTV. And as always, great to work with the veterans who have been on BMTV a number of times. So thank you all for the last 8 weeks. And I can tell you, we have some more guests, new guests lined up as well for the coming weeks and months, and some different formats of shows as well. So you want to be the first to see those? Make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube. Yes, subscribe to BMTV and hit the little bell icon and you'll be notified every time we upload a new show, just as I say at the end of every show. So yes, please give us a subscribe, but we are very excited about the new formats we've got coming up and the new guests. Now, I've got a few things I need to talk to you about before we get to stock and everything. By the way, we have, because it's been so long since I've done one of these, we've got a lot of new products come in over the last 8 weeks. And I asked Megan to set it up before I came in, and basically you were unable to see the table. There was that much on there. So I had to bring it down a little bit, get rid of a few other products, but we'll talk about those in a minute. But the things I need to talk to you about, first of all, apologies. We had a bit of an issue with the website last Thursday. I believe it was to do with PayPal, and we had trouble paying. People had trouble paying for whatever reason. We're not too sure if it was the website. We're not too sure if it was PayPal. The website guys worked on it. Something changed. It's fixed. But yes, I apologize. Unfortunately, sometimes in this world in which we rely on technology, the technology occasionally goes wrong. So I do apologize. As many of you did, if ever there's any problems checking out on the Balloon Market website, please just give us a call. We can either take the order through for you and charge your card, or we can send you a request, a PayPal request, for you to then pay whatever it is for your order. So I do apologize. These things do happen, unfortunately, but thank you to everybody for your patience. Right, next thing I need to talk about is helium. Helium prices have gone up, and unfortunately we are having to work on a full for empty basis. So you need to take an empty cylinder back if you want to get a full one. And I know it's not ideal. There is a shortage. I know it's not ideal, but it's one of those things that there's been, we've been told we have to do that by BOC. So if you've got 2 cylinders at home, it's not too bad, or at your business, it's not too bad, because when one empties, you can go and take that, use the second one and go and take that to replace it whenever you need. If you've only got the one, it's probably best to, when you're getting very, very close to the bottom, just getting another one and maybe even losing that tiny last little bit of helium. I'm saying it like this, like it's a liquid at the bottom of the cylinder and it's a gas. So, but when you've got a teeny tiny little bit left on your gauge, probably take it back, because the last thing you want is to go to a job and have to and run out in the middle of it. So but we will always do our best to support you. If you need one and you give us a call in the morning saying, oh, all panicky that you've run out, we will always do our best to try and get that sorted for you as soon as we possibly can that day. Now, training has taken off once again. Obviously, it kicked off last year after COVID and there'd been no training, and we have got quite a lot of training in the calendar now. As you will have heard me many times say, I think training is the best investment you can make in your business. As you've probably heard me say many times, training will help you get from A to B, but in this much time instead of this much time. As you have heard me say many times, training is not a cost. It is an investment, and I truly believe that. We've got a lot of training courses. We'll put them on the screen now, but you can head to balloonmarket.co.uk, hit on the training banner, click on the training banner, tap the training banner, and you will be able to see everything that we've got coming up. Thank you to everybody that's come to the training courses in the last few weeks. Nice to see some repeat faces. And I think what happens is people go on their first course, they implement what they've learned, and that pays for that course very, very quickly. That's what I mean. There's no cost. It's an investment, because you get your money back if you implement what you've learned. And then they think, oh, actually, that worked really well. I'll go and learn something else. So they come on another course, learn that, implement those techniques or those designs, and then they make their money back really quickly on the training. And so it's a continuous cycle. So you end up with training addicts. I'm talking to you, Sheena and Shona, up in Oxford. I was up in Scotland a few weeks ago on holiday, and I popped in to see Sheena and Shona. It was really nice to see you. I've seen them many times, seen Sheena many times. Shona, I think you've been a couple of times down here in Southampton for training. So lovely to see you guys when I was up there. And it was lovely to have the weather. Just blue skies, absolutely stunning. You've got to love Scotland when the sun is shining. It's the best place in the world. Anyway, now a few other things that we've got. We've got a couple of new collections. So if you go to our resources page, click on collections, and we've put collections together. Basically, if a customer comes to you and said, for instance, they need a Barbie theme, then you might think, okay, I can get the Barbie balloons. What else can I do? What else would go with Barbie balloons? And we've tried to put as much together as we possibly can, so you don't have to think as much. So you go to that collection, you say, oh, there's pink balloons there. Oh, that ribbon's nice. And then you can add it all in one place. So that's why we've done that. So we've got new Barbie one, and we've got an Encanto one as well. But also something I'm even more excited about in our resources area is that we have an image library. So every time we take pictures, every time we do a BMTV, we have a guest on and they create these lovely creations, we take some photos. Every time Vicky in the office creates something for social media, we take photos of those. So what we've done now, we're going to upload all those photos to this section, and then you can download them and use them as you like. So it's the reason for that is if you're starting your business and you don't have anything, you've only just started, you've not done any jobs or anything like that, or you've done some little jobs but the pictures are in your living room or something like that, you can take these images and you can put them out there on your social media, and you can show people what you can do. And the good thing, of course, is if it is something that has been on BMTV, you can watch BMTV and learn how to do it. So it is absolutely, we're really excited to be able to launch this. And it's something we're just going to be adding to as time goes on. So we'll look back at some of the old images that we've got, we'll put those on, and we are going to add more images as we continue to have amazing guests on BMTV. The last thing I want to talk to you about is Spring Fair. We obviously went up to Spring Fair, and the big thing for us when we were up there was launching, if you like, Kalisan. Yes, we've started to stock Kalisan balloons. So after 2 years and Kalisan coming into the country at the beginning of the pandemic, we made the decision to actually stock Kalisan balloons as well, mainly because our customers have been asking for them. Lots of you out there are liking Kalisan balloons. So we decided to stock those. So it was great to go up there, meet Ozcan, Richard and Catherine from Dress Your Daydream. We did a little live when we were up there, kind of launching it. So yes, they're going very, very well. So Kalisan is the first brand of latex balloons that we have added to our range in maybe 5 years. I think Sempertex was the last one. So so Kalisan, welcome to Balloon Market. So yeah, that was really quite exciting. Now, shall we talk about some products? As you can see, I've got quite a few here and a few behind me. Now I'm gonna start over here. There's a few products I'm going to talk about that aren't actually on the table because they're quite big. Now I'm going to come over here to start with. Now this vinyl, you know we've sold vinyl for a long time, personalizing balloons and whatever else you want to. This is a different kind of vinyl. This is heat transfer vinyl, and that is the sort of vinyl that you use on clothing. So as you can see, we've got some very sexy designs here. You've got the leopard print, you've got the zebra print, and you've got these glittery things, and we've got other ones as well. Got this glow in the dark vinyl as well, but I've not tested that. But the good thing about these, the great thing about these, is you can create lots of things. Now, this is the first thing I want to show you. This is a t-shirt, and this was created by Charlotte in the office. Charlotte actually designed that herself, and then cut it out on the vinyl printer using the leopard print vinyl, and put it on here. Well, how do you get it onto the t-shirt? Use a heat press. Now, we've not talked about the heat press, but we've got heat presses now. And the reason we've got these is so that you can add something to your business. So if you're doing something for a hen do, for instance, you can add on, would you like t-shirts with that? I can brand them in whatever you want. It can be the bride's name, it can be whatever. And of course, Hindus, they might go out and do something. They might go overseas. They might want to all be, a lot of Americans do this. When I used to work on the ships, a lot of Americans have their own branded, the Jones family vacation, 1999 or whatever it was. And so you could do stuff like that. So we're thinking that it's an addition, it's an add-on you can add to your business. You can offer something else to your existing clients. You could do other stuff with it like this. Look at this. Balloon dogs. Look at that, it's brilliant, isn't it? So you use the heat press, you put the tote bag in there, and you can do the balloon dogs. These would have needed quite a bit of weeding. Is it weeding? Is it called weeding? It's called weeding, isn't it? Weeding. Alex says it's called weeding. And then that's the other side with the zebra print. So we sell these t-shirts, these bags now, and we sell the t-shirts as well. And as I say, it's just a great add-on to your business. We're going to be getting a lot more of the heat transfer vinyl. And have a look for other BMTVs on their way regarding that. So yeah, very, very excited about that side of things. Over here, we have some new ribbon. We have, as you can see, lots of different thicknesses. Widths, that's the word I should be using. Lots of different widths and lots of different colors. So they're all satin ribbons. And there's some that I don't even know how thick that is. It's not very thick, but it gets thicker and thicker. Now, I'm very excited about these Grabo balloons. I've got one here. Look, 7. I get very confused as to which way. That's the right way, isn't it? That is the right way. You can see that correctly, can't you? Can you? Is that the right way? Yeah, that's the right way. Alex says that's the right way. We did something last week and I said, that's the right way. And it's like, no, it's not, it's the wrong way. And I just get very, very confused when I'm on camera. Anyway, this is the nude number 7. There's obviously all the numbers, but nude from Grabo. And these are very, very popular. It's a satin finish. I don't know how well you can see that on camera. It's a satin finish, but it's very, very on trend. So I've got them in the packet there. I've just got the nude. And also the new cream from Grabo as well. That balloon is just trying to escape. There we are. So yeah, all of those are available and on the website now. And of course, we have the Jubilee this year, Platinum Jubilee. I mean, that's a long time to be in a job, isn't it? 75 years. It's amazing. So we've got a lot of stuff for that. I've just got some of it here. So the good old Union Jack, cups, plates, napkins. I like these napkins, by the way. A day to remember. It's quite sophisticated looking. I don't know if you can see the shiny silver. A day to remember there. But yeah, they're quite nice. Some bunting, balloons, cupcake cases, and we've got the little flags there. We've got the cups. Did I say cups already? We've got table covers as well. I just didn't have enough space on here to put it all on, but just got a balloon market. Click on the Jubilee and you will see everything we have. Oh, I've got these balloons as well. I do like, and I've said it before, these are the party deco balloons. You look at the difference in size of the packaging, and obviously we're all being more careful with packaging and stuff now. It's almost half the size of a normal balloon, but it's still similar size balloon. I don't know what size that is. Yeah, it says 21 by 17 inches. That's bigger than an 18-inch foil balloon. But of course it means as well, if you've got a retail shop, you can fit more on your display. So, and arguably, it could go even smaller. Look, that's the balloon in the packaging. But this is a nice size packaging from Party Deco there. And then we have cake topper as well. Like I say, there's plenty to see. Just head over to balloonmarket.co.uk and click on that banner. Now, I mentioned Barbie earlier on in the Barbie collection. Barbie's having a bit of a resurgence for some reason. I'm not sure why. But anyway, Barbie proving quite popular. People asking, what sort of things can you put with Barbie balloons? So we've got a few other balloons here that might work. Some of them are new. Oh, this one is new. This is from Unique. These are the matte pink numbers. We've got the matte blue numbers and the matte white numbers as well. But obviously the pink ones work quite well for Barbie. They're from Unique. And then we've got a few other pink balloons. We've got the Starburst balloon there. We've got the Grabo Fluoro Pink, and we have another Grabo bow there as well. Just as a few examples of things that might go well with a Barbie party. And then last but not least on the table, we have Easter. Easter is coming. So we have good old, look at these little fellas. They're cute, aren't they? And I know I always say it whenever I've got cuddly toys on, but they are so soft. I don't know if it's just because they're new, but they are so soft. Absolutely lovely. And then we've got another little bunny down there. We've got the boxes, the gift boxes here, the Easter gift boxes. And then we've got this, which is this is for egg hunts, Easter egg hunts. And you've got arrows that can say this way, that way, and you've got other little things to decorate wherever it is that you're hiding the eggs. We've got some bunting there. We've got some napkins, little footprints, some balloons down there. Obviously the classic rabbit head. People go crazy for those at Easter, and a lot of people put those on the stuffing balloons. We've got stuffing balloons. Obviously we've still got the super stuffers as well if you're after one of those. And people put eggs and presents, cuddly toys and whatever in there. Once again, head over to balloonmarket.co.uk and click on the banner that says Easter, and you'll see everything. I've said before, we can only show you a few things that we actually have here on the table. Now I've got something else that's quite exciting. Got to bend down for this one. Again, this comes from customers asking us for these. These are the acrylic discs. So we've got these are clear, or they are white. They come with holes or without holes. So this is one without holes. And what Vicky has done is painted the back, so that's green and black, to give that effect here. And then you personalize the front, and it just means you can reuse the front. So if you are going to put a generic message on there, happy birthday or something like that, and include it in a design like this hoop somewhere, then you can just reuse it, or you can, personalize it each time. So yes, we've got those in stock. We've got that size, the 50 centimeter ones. We have smaller ones about that size. We have rectangular ones. I think we might have some other shapes as well, but they're acrylic shapes. Just type acrylic into the search bar on the website and you'll find them. Now, the last couple of things I've got, as you can see here, we have our numbers, our mosaic numbers. And the reason I've got these here are to remind you about our offer at the moment. We are offering up to 25% off in the month of March for the mosaic frames. Very, very useful to create something amazing like that. And I think it's fair to say they can have a great impact. But when you look at the cost of what that actually is with the balloons and the frames, you can charge considerably more. So I think they're great. And you can see how Vicky has designed this. And then of course this hoop. Now I don't know a lot about hoops, but this hoop is this is the sort that Dr. Bob used when he came down a few months ago and did that. So I'm not the best person really to talk about these, but somebody that is Vicky from The Office. Not The Office, the TV program, but The Office. So she just happens to be right here. Vicky, come on.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to BMTV.
Thank you.
And thank you for doing it. I'm quite excited, even though I work with you every day. It's quite nice that you actually come on the show. So, and thank you after all my hassling to do this.
I'm finally here.
You are finally here. So we've just talked about there's two things I want to talk about. There's the frames, the mosaic frames. I've just mentioned those, and then we'll come to the hoop. Now the mosaic frames, I've mentioned them. We've got the deal on this month, but you actually put those together.
Yep.
And lovely they are. But I wanted you to tell everybody what your thoughts are on these mosaic frames and why people should buy them, really.
Yeah, so they come in a box with a set of instructions.
Yeah.
So what I did was glue together the puzzle piece, the base of it, with a glue gun, cool melt glue gun, and then used a similar sort of size balloon to fill the space at the back, and then used 5-inch balloons to fill any gaps on top of that. So I've worked out that the best look you can get is if there's no gaps.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, it's quite fiddly to do. It is quite time consuming, but the end product is really, really good. And
you think that you'd be able to sell that for a decent amount of money, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's a good eye-catching feature for a party.
I think they're just really good because people just aren't used to seeing this sort of thing with balloons. So I think it's great. So you'd say it does take a bit of time. Yeah. You've got to put the glue.
They're quite lightweight as well.
Yeah.
So I think it would be best if you're planning on using them outside, maybe fastening to something that's heavy, maybe like a wooden base, or using sand weights or water weights in the bottom you might be able to do.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they're a good product.
Okay, all right. Now the hoop. Now you have your own hoop because you started doing decorating yourself during the pandemic, didn't you? And it's going quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going really well.
So yeah, but you've got a hoop. You got your hoop from Amazon, didn't you?
eBay.
eBay. Sorry, Amazon. eBay. I put them all the same. But one of the gold ones. But we are now selling this. So you've used both. You've used this one. You've used that one. What are your thoughts on this one?
This one I find much easier to put together. It's got separate pieces with numbers on each end of the poles. So it's quite easy to
connect by numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
It's got little push buttons in each section, so that clips together and then the button pops out, which is much easier to do. You don't find with my gold one, if I take out one section, you're struggling to hold either end of the other.
Oh, right.
The other ends.
Okay.
Otherwise, it like slides round. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's much easier to connect together. It's also like raised from the floor, so you can twist your balloons around the bottom section of the hoop as well. Whereas some of them, with mine, I can't twist the bottom bit. I have to just place like a quad or a cluster over the top, and I fasten it with a 260. But this, you can use the same process the whole way around. It comes with a base plate as well.
Yep.
Which is quite heavy. If you're using outside, I would still use a weight on the base. You could either use the sandbags that drape over the pole, or maybe just lay a weight on that base plate. Yeah,
and it also comes with a bag.
Fancy bag.
Now this is one of the reasons we bought this. We bought these is because they come in a bag like this, and that is far easier to get in your. All of that goes in here, so it's far easier to get in your car. Again, if you are starting out or relatively new, you don't have a van or anything like that. That would fit in most cars, I would have thought. Maybe not a smart car, but I'm not sure you'd be doing balloon decorating if you had a smart car. If anybody has a smart car out there and balloon decorating, please send us a picture of it. But yeah, that's great. So you are going to create something with this. Do we sell this as well?
Yeah, so we sell this. So this is a 2-meter balloon hoop as well. I'm not sure if you mentioned the size. So it's quite a big one. Yeah, it's a good size.
Yeah.
And then we've got this garland here. We sell this.
I've not seen that.
Really pretty.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. So you're going to create something there. Vicky, today, what are you going to create?
We are going for a really popular theme at the minute in Canto.
Okay.
So yeah, it should be a good one. Bright colours, flowers.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Well, what we're going to do is show you that at the very end of the show, which is coming in a few minutes. But before we do that, Vicky, as a guest on BMTV, you get to ask everybody the question of the week. And I did my classic not preparing you for this. But have you got a question you would like to ask everybody out there?
Yeah, what is your favourite colour combination to use in a setup?
You'd prepared that?
I haven't.
Haven't you? Okay. You said it really well. I sounded a bit silly saying I've not warned you, and then you just came up with that. Okay. What is your favourite colour combination? Please leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Vicky, thank you. And well done. That was a great first time on BMTV. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon next to it, and you'll be notified every time we upload a new show. Stay safe, stay happy, and here is Vicky's finished design.